Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton flushed out right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now it's Newton. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short, only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They hand off to their big tight end. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, And he didn't get there. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up
now Jones
at the 41-yard line.
The man's handled Gabriel. And look at this. Big game. That's picked up by the Panthers. And these guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Cannon. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Jeremy Chin. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
they'll run. This is Cannon.
Panthers 9-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That's Fielder on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 7, Newton forced out to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
28.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Down only to about the 46.
On the carry.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Newton on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons' offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On the carry, it's Cannon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll run with Cannon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
There's nothing.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to replace the time? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Number 21.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Joey Sly and the Panthers field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Newton. Steps away to his left. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the quarter.
There he goes, right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 43 yards on the ground. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Newton. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
To number 88.
From 3 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
For the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches are going to these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. A skip, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jones.
D. Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Brings up 2nd down.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jones. He's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jones. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run again with Cannon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Cannon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Eli Apple. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Panthers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings us
one more time. It's Cannon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Cannon, the ball carrier.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Jones now on third down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's incomplete. What a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Newton. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie things at 17 all. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Now Jones throwing on first down. To the right side here, complete. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They go again with Cannon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
they'll keep it on the ground. It's Cannon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Falcons 24. Panthers.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Another carry for
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Newton now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Anthony Averett picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On first down, Cannon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Trenton Cannon, the ball carrier.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game.
25.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.